Hey, greetings guys. Do you want to learn cloud before 2023? This video is for you. Come, let's get started. So I'm Bhuminathan. I work as a regional multi-cloud architect in one of the technology company. So what I did, right, like I have helped multiple customers to adapt the cloud journey in their early days. So right now I'm helping more kind of like a cloud customers and partners to adapt the multi-cloud technologies. Okay, I'm also certified in multiple vendors like AWS, Azure, GCP. So let's get started on how we can become cloud proficient in 2023. Okay. Well, recording this video, uh, we have like remaining 40 days to reach 2023. How we can become cloud proficient in 40 days? That's the most questions you guys have, right? I'm going to explain what is the process, how we can do that in this throughout the video. Before that, let me just give a pause. How many of you already knows the importance of cloud? Maybe just share your comments, your feedback in the comment section. Maybe let me explain you, right? Why cloud is important for any IT. You may be like in any part of the IT, right? Maybe kind of like you are in dev or testing, or you're doing like operations or architecting, or even in the business. Cloud is fundamental. So you can think about that. Why? So if you think from the layman point of view, consider I'm in US and I wanted to communicate to one of my friend in India, maybe consider the town in Trichy, it's a tier two city, how I can communicate. So via the application. So WhatsApp is there, Skype is there, so the application, right? So another scenario, okay. I'm working hard and I'm earning money, but I wanted to save for my retirement or like for the future, right? How I can save the money? What is the medium? The bank applications, right? Okay. Another scenario. Okay. I wanted to socialize with people. Like I wanted to share my stories or I want to share my pictures. How I can do that? Instagram, right? So if you see like these top three examples, that could be the communication or socializing or our day-to-day life or like a productive, whatever it could be, right? This is application centric world. Everything is like app, right? Even I'm communicating to you via one of the application and you're watching the video via YouTube. So now you see the power of the application, right? So previously those applications are hosted in the data center. So what is data center? So data center is like a group of compute, network, storage, security stacks there. So on top of that, like virtualization will be and applications will be built on top of that and hosted on that. Okay, so that's how becomes enormous in the enterprises, service provider, and digital native business units. Okay, now democratizes the technology for any application developers for the enterprises to bring the technology in on-demand phases. For example, consider if I wanted to get started with one of the AML stack for my this is for my application request. Consider if I'm talking in English, I wanted to convert that English in the Chinese, the AML, right? Like, so I can leverage the cloud to convert that. Or if I wanted to build the application by today to get experience that, that's what the cloud builds. So it helps more towards both application developers and enterprises and bridges business and technology together. Now you guys understand the power of the cloud, right? Like cloud is common for everyone. And if you wanted to understand only one thing, cloud is democratizing the technology. Okay, now let's see how are we going to learn the cloud in 40 days. So before that, I would like to ask a question to you guys. Okay, how many of you guys already know about atomic habits? Just share your answers in the comment section. Okay, so now we come to the purpose of the video, how we can learn cloud in 40 days with free. Okay, that's what like AWS Skill Builder going to help. So what is AWS Skill Builder? So how many of you already aware AWS Skill Builder? AWS Skill Builder is the learning platform from AWS. It's kind of like a digital learning platform along with the hands-on. It helps you on three ways. One is if you're looking for like a free You can go through nearly like a 500 plus courses available, or if you want to learn also doing the hands-on, more kind of like a technical guys, you can go with the individual subscription. If you're looking for more towards the team, right, maybe like a 3 people or 4 people together or in the company, you can go with team subscription as well. Okay, the free learning content itself, it provides a lot of information. Let's go that one by one, but more focused on what AWS Skill Builder helps is it comes from the AWS to explain the AWS services in step-by-step approach. Okay, so as I told you, so what is the major difference between free and paid? Paid is more towards hands-on. To get started, as I told you, you can always rely on free. Okay, now you may ask a question, how I can, what is the course I can enroll, because a lot of courses are there, right? That's where I'm going to do that. Maybe A and B. The A is kind of like a totally newbie. They don't know anything about the cloud. They just wanted to get started. And B is they already in the IT industry, maybe partially working on the cloud, maybe like a cloud development or some cloud operations, but they wanted to proficient in cloud. Okay, so let's take A and B, right? So for A and B, you guys can leverage this platform. But for A category, A means you are a newbie, you can get started with this course, which is like Cloud Quest. So what is Cloud Quest? So Cloud Quest is more kind of like learning the AWS services, also the cloud technologies in more fun way. It's kind of like a gaming. You will be embarked into like a city to find out the things, and it will provide you the hints. Accordingly, the step-by-step approach, you will come to know the cloud technologies. Maybe you can go through the high-level video here all about. If you see, this will be like that. You have like a game, and step-by-step approach will be there. Where is the like kind of like hidden is there? You need to find out, and from there like you can do the step-by-step track. Okay, see how the database is explained in so. Uh, visualize the way, and networking is explained, all the basic things from the AWS services are explained there, and it is free of cost. I would strongly encourage you guys, if you're like a newbie, get started with this one. Okay, now let's see if you're category B. Category B is you're already working on the cloud, but you wanted to get started solution architect learning plan. So this has like a 61 hours. Let me explain you why, how you can achieve that. But before that, let me explain you what are the contents available there, right? So it has like multiple categories like AWS Technical Essentials. So in that one, it talks about the compute, network, storage, basic fundamental building blocks to understand any cloud. Like this is very important. So once you complete this one, like a lot of other things, if you wanted to understand more kind of security, IAM, identity security, this is there like IAM. And if you wanted to understand compute services, this one storage, it's there, and also databases and networking basics, more towards the API gateway. All options are covered here, right? But here, if you wanted to skip, you can skip some of the topics also. For example, serverless and all like comes into the more advanced way. But if you get started, if come like from the infrastructure background and you wanted to focus more towards infrastructure, you can focus first compute, network, storage, and security. Then you can come back to the serverless and the containers later stage. And it depends, right? Will you go through this one, you will come to know what is needed for you. And some people may already are kind of like a DBA. They want to understand what is AWS databases and how they can improve their day-to-day life, right, in their work. Accordingly, a lot of advanced topics also there. And at the end of the day, you have like exam readiness for AWS Certified Solution Architect Professional. This is kind of like this one. Maybe you can skip this one also to get started. But if you complete this one right within like the next 40 days, what you will get, you will learn the cloud from the AWS point of view. Uh, the basic infrastructure you will be thorough, like a compute, network, storage, security, and the management. Okay, so once you are familiar that, you find out which track you need to more learn, because AWS offers that is multiple learning certifications. That could be AWS Solution Architect Associate or AWS Solution Architect Professional if you are looking for more kind of a generalist. Okay, or if you want to be kind of like a specialist, I want to be already my category is kind of like a database. Yes, AWS database specialty is there. Or if you are already working on the DevOps or operations or development, AWS DevOps is best. Or you wanted to get started more kind of like advanced AML is there, or already a SAP guy, you can get started with AWS SAP specialty also there. Or you are more focused on infrastructure like network and security. AWS has like AWS Advanced Networking certification and also AWS security also there. So it's totally up to you. You can prepare by 2023 what you want to do that. But before 2023, how you can be proficient, it has covered everything end to end, like starting from the basic and end. Okay, let me summarize again. If you are like a newbie, focus on Cloud Quest first. Then this is the Cloud Quest, and you can enroll with free of cost. This is the way you can enroll that, and it's like a zero cost. Just like one click, you can get started. And if you're like already there, this is Solution Architect Learning Plan is good to get started. Okay, now let me explain you why this Atomic Habits is important. So Atomic Habits is a book. It helps you to frame the habits. So I got chance to talk with one of the expert. He was kind of like more than 100 certified in the multi-cloud, and also he holds like a multiple patent. So in short, what is his advice is, if you wanted to learn any technology, you need to have a habit of consistent learning. Okay, so what is consistent learning? Instead of you have like a spike, hey, 2023 is going to come. Before 2023, I wanted to get certified in AWS. No. Or like I need to expert in anything. No. You need to have like a long-term plan, and you need to achieve it progress every day, day by day, week by week, month by month. So it will form a greater success. It will yield towards the compounding. That's what all about achieving the success, right? The same thing, the atomic habits also explaining how you can frame form the habits in step by step. And if you're having like any bad habits, how you can eradicate the bad habits by introducing the new habits. So now how you can complete the 60 hours within the 40 days, right? You can frame the habits, maybe like everybody has like a unique. Some people may be good at studying in the morning, some people may be good at evening, or some may be studying in between office hours, maybe during the lunch hours. You can pick any 1 hour dedicatedly for this one. If you spend like a dedicated 1 hour for the next 40 days, you will figure out this entire course. And while going through that, some of the courses you may need to go with like a 1.2x speed and 1.5x speed, and you can skip also, and you can leverage the weekend to add more additional learning, maybe 4 hours in the weekend. So by end of this year, you're able to complete this AWS Solution Architect learning path in more effective way. Okay, well, so what it happens, right? By 2023, it will give you more confidence. Hey, I have learned new technology, and also from the direct from the AWS, right? It's not like you are struggling, and now you know how to get started and what are the resources. And remember, everything is a free of cost. By 2023, now you will become more cloud proficient engineer. Thank you for watching. Keep support. Bye.